Yes. Hello, hello. Sorry. Goodness gracious me. I should be a bit more prepared than this. Uh, and my kid just touched the screen and I thought it was gone. Welcome to welcome to the live stream for the next Europa League draw. We just done the Champions League draw with Basil. Hopefully Basil will join us. Hopefully Theo will join us if they have time. He's on from the shed end doing the Chelsea stream. So if you're a Chelsea fan and you want to hear some Chelsea content, you're more than welcome to go that way. But of course, I'm not letting you go anywhere. I'm not telling you to go anywhere. I'm happy to keep you here. Just like I'm happy to keep this kid over here as well. Please, and if you can look behind me, my older one has drawn all over my walls. So if you don't have children, listen, take your time. Anyway, so we're gonna do the Europa League draw right now. It's gonna start very soon. I'm just gonna get up the stream on my side so that we can get started. It's going to be very interesting. This Europa League draw. We're going to see who can get who, and the implications. Now, the top 8 teams that went through, we will discuss them in a jiffy. So let's get the stream up and running. And as I get on there, they're showing my club, Manchester United. They're showing Tottenham Hotspurs on the screen now. They also went through quite comfortably, didn't they? That's one of the top 8 teams, Madison and so on and so forth. They were Frankfurt, another one of those teams. They had Ramesh scoring goals for them. Obviously, he left this January to go to Manchester City, but they still got Ekitike. Or it's Ekitike, sorry. Goodness, I butchered his name. They still got Ekitike. Very good young player as well. Olympiacos are part of this as well. Good team. I think Lyon are part of this as well. So, yeah, interesting. And of course, Rangers, actually. You've got to give praise to Rangers. And usually that doesn't happen because Scottish teams struggle a lot. Celtic and Rangers. Celtic give a good account of themselves. I think they're very unlucky against Bayern Munich, but unfortunately they're out. So that continues the poor run of not going through. This kid really wants to be on camera, so I'm just going to let her be on camera. But the Glimt are still there as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of interesting teams. Ajax, they just about made it through. I think on the previous stream I said they didn't make it through. They did make it through. Roma beat another side. That name of the other side has just left my mind now, so I can't give you that name right now. Sociedad are also here. They're doing the pushing as well. Sometimes don't really understand why they do that, but I will copy one of these days. Roma, they're through. Mr. Mourinho's former side. Obviously, now he's at Fenerbahce. Victoria Pleasant are through as well. So, a lot of good teams. A lot of interesting teams. AZ Alkmaar is another team. So, yeah. But welcome to the Europa League draw. And hopefully we can entertain you. For those of you who do remember, I am Coach Kojo from used to be Free Midfield Football Podcast. Hopefully we'll bring that back one day. But I'm just going to get up the who can get who can draw who in the Europa League draw. So let's get this up and let you know who can get who. Right. Just one moment. Okay. So, just get this up here. Fantastic. All right. So, Man United and Spurs, they are 3rd and 4th, so they can get either of AZ Alkmaar, Galatasaray, Midtjylland, and Real Sociedad. And for Lyon and Frankfurt, they can get either Union SG, that's Saint Gallen, sorry, Ajax, POAK, or FCSB. I think that's that. I can't say their name. I'm going to butcher it. Sorry, guys. Rangers or Olympiacos, who finished 8th and 7th respectively, can get Fenerbahce or Anderlecht or FC28 or Bodo Glimt. And bless you, kiddo. And the teams that finished 1st and 2nd, Lazio and Athletic Bilbao, can get either Fenerbahce, I probably butchered that as well, Victoria Pleasant, Porto, or Roma. Now, Oh no, you know what? I need to change all that because those draws just happen. See, this is what I'm talking about being all over the place. So, good times. I'm all over the place this morning. So those teams are actually through already. Those draws are actually done because Porto's the team that Roma beat. It wasn't Ajax. That's what I was trying to get right the first time. It's been a long day. When you have two kids, this is what happens. So we'll see who's facing who. In the draw. Move this here. That's a Durex I can see on my screen right now. Okay, shh. No, thank you. All right, so here are the pots. The seeded teams are just as again, we'll explain one more time: Olympiacos, Rangers, Frankfurt, Lyon, Man United, Tottenham, Lazio, Atletico Bilbao. Okay, so we're gonna see right now who draws who. I'm hoping you can't hear the audio from my screen. So I'm going to try and keep it as low as possible so you don't. And also, I don't want any copyright issues on this channel. I don't want anyone coming for our next, because if you come for our next, we are going to be in big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble. Shout out Mourinho for that one. There is a Europa Conference draw for that. I'm not going to lie to you. I will not be here for that one, but that's not my team. That's Chelsea. If Theo wants to run that one, you can run that later. But yeah, we're here for the draw, and that's all that matters. And that's going to start in any minute or two. Just talking on the teams, I'll talk about the focus on the Premier League side. Spurs, obviously, with a good chance of progressing. I mean, the one thing that Ange has been shouting throughout this whole season, ever since the injuries started happening for them, is, you know, we've not had our full team, we've not had our players. So for them, it's we need our players, we need to have our players. And once you see our squad is back to full fitness, you'll see the real Tottenham, see how good these guys are. I will be fair to him. I think there's a bit of credit in that, because when you see how they started the season, they didn't start badly. They actually started really well. Fully fit team, fully fit squad. They will, and they play very high risk, so they're going to score goals. I always said I find it weird. No, thank you. I find it very weird that they had at some point, I think they had like a plus 14, like 12th, 11th, and I was like, this is very weird. Very, very weird. Why are they in that situation? Why are they in that position but have such a high goal difference? But it's because when they go and win games, they don't just win, they smash teams. And that's, like I said, that's going to happen when you play such a high line and you're forcing yourself onto your opponents who you're going to win against. You're going to score a crazy amount of goals. So, maybe they can do that in Europa League this year with more teams, with more players back. They can be a danger against other teams and potentially, go on to win the whole thing. Obviously, Manchester United, I'll be very honest, very poor this season overall. And if we got through, I say we because I'm a United fan, they got through. It's been a struggle this season, though, for Manchester United, to be quite frank. In the league, it's been embarrassing. And the one thing I will put out here right now is changing the manager is not going to fix that. So they need to stick to their guns and actually back this guy in the summer if they can, PSR and all that stuff. So we're going to see. But there are a lot of good teams in the Europa League, and that's the thing about the Europa League. Even when Man United had Sir Ferguson in charge, there was the year when they fell into the Europa League out of the Champions League group stages, and they progressed quite well until they got to the quarterfinals, I believe it was, when they faced Athletic Bilbao, and Bilbao scored them off the park. I believe that was one of the games that encouraged the club to go and try to get what's his name, Ander Herrera, because he had a brilliant performance in that game as well. So Europa League will always give you surprises, and it's a very interesting competition to watch. I don't think it's a competition that anyone should ignore. I think it's a competition that people should take notice of, because they give you some really good games. They give you some really, really, really good games, some entertaining games to watch, and I think it's going to be something to look out for. Quick one, just away from the Europa League. It's still current news. Just full support to Ademola Lookman. because I don't know what kind of BS Gasparini is on. His team has missed some penalties this season. Couldn't blame Lookman for those ones. Didn't come anywhere close to that rant. I know why I feel like that rank came through. I know what fueled it, but that's just another conversation for another day. What I want to say is right now I'm just I'm here to shout out my support to Ademola Lookman, a top player who's having a top season. He's had top seasons actually in the last 2 or 3 years. Top player, found his level at the highest level. He helped Atalanta go and win their first European trophy, first trophy in God knows how many years. He's a poster boy for African football as well. So, he is by example. He's a very calm individual, very calm person, and I wish him all the best. And I hope that he'll be okay. I don't want him to have any sort of problems or issues when it comes to his career. He was ridiculed when he missed the penalty. I believe it was Fulham he was playing for at that time. He tried to do a Panenka. And the thing is, players have done Panenkas in the past. Sometimes you pull them off, sometimes you don't. I think the Panenka was poorly executed to the point as if you watch the replay, I don't think the ball is even going to cross the line without bouncing once or twice. So he's not hit it well enough to even get near enough to the line. So he's made life very easy for the my kids fans are funny. He made it very comfortable for the goalkeeper. Not his finest hour, but he's recovered well enough and he's doing fantastically, and I'm so happy for him. So, yes, as we were saying, Manchester United or Tottenham could get AZ Alkmaar or Real Sociedad. So that's for the English fans watching. We are going to start the draw very, very, very soon. We're just waiting for these guys to get their hands into the pots. I don't think there's any pools there, and get things going. Just so you're aware, just to put it out there, the seed sides will be all drawn against the clubs as away sides. So if Spurs or Man United, they'll get, as I said, they'll get AZ Alkmaar or Sociedad. They will be going away first. Back in the days where there was a away goals rule, that would be an advantage. But these days, not so much. So very interesting. Whereas it is a way to watch the draw and see how this draw sort of culminates. But the draw will be happening any moment from now. We're just waiting for these guys to stop talking and bloody hell get their hands in the pots. They love a conversation. But here we go. He's mixing it around, and Aduris is not looking at the pot. He's going to pick a ball up, and the first name drawn out is going to be Olympiacos. So Olympiacos are one of the seeded sides, and they are going up against Bodo Glimt. Okay, not bad. Next team is Rangers. So that's going to be Fenerbahce versus Rangers. That's going to be a very tough game. Mourinho going to Scotland in the return leg. Give me a side. Frankfurt, Ajax. So Ajax at home, and they will go against Frankfurt. Very interesting draw there, actually. Frankfurt, a very good side. Also Ajax still. So that's going to be a very interesting draw to see. The next name out of the hat is Lyon. So Lyon will be going up away against FCSB, I should say. FCSB versus Olympic Lyonnais. Shh. Thank you. She loves making noise when I'm on the stream. Um, next next draw will be Tottenham Hotspur. So I believe they're going against AZ. Yep, against Alkmaar, which means may not have a tough draw. Sociedad. Oh, that's not easy, lads and ladettes. There you go. Manchester United is confirmed. Sociedad away or at home, to be honest. Tough. Which leaves, I believe, one more set of fixtures. Who do we have? We have Lazio out of the hat. Prison. So we are avoiding a all Italian match. All Serie A game, I should say. Lazio. Which leaves finally Roma up against Bilbao. Another good game, potentially. And that is the draw. Okay, I will deal with the who plays who another time in the next stage. But these are the games right here. So you got Bodo Glimt versus Olympiacos, Fenerbahce versus Rangers, Ajax versus Frankfurt, FCSB, that should say not BS, that's my fault, versus Lyon, AZ versus Spurs, AZ Alkmaar that is, Real Sociedad versus Manchester United, Victoria Pleasant versus Lazio, and Roma versus Athletic Bilbao. Good games to watch. I'm just going to put predictions out there. I think Bodo Glimt versus Olympiacos. I think Bodo Glimt to go through. Fenerbahce versus Rangers. I think Fenerbahce win that one. Ajax versus Frankfurt. I'm going Frankfurt. Lyon to beat FCSB. AZ versus Spurs. Sociedad versus Man United. United. Just about. Pleasant versus Lazio. Victoria Pleasant and Roma versus Bilbao. I think Bilbao win that. So maybe the Italian teams will not have as much luck this time round. But that concludes the draw of the last 16 for the Europa League. We will come back for the semi-finals or the quarterfinals and the semi-finals later on down the line. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And do forgive me for the start of the stream where I completely forgot that those teams had already played their games. But like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will be back after the Premier League games for another usual podcast. But until then, live well and prosper. And peace out. Say bye. There you go. All right.